Okay, I'm in between jobs right now. And when I'm not in between jobs, one of the ways that I make money is I go to police seizure auctions. Now, police seizure auction is where somebody's driving around in their car, doing some illegal shit. They get pulled over. The police arrest them. They go to jail. Their car goes to an impound lot that's operated and ran by the tow truck company. The car sits in the impound lot for a long time. It accrues all kinds of expenses. The person either doesn't get out of jail or they do get out of jail and they never come and get the car. So the police allow the tow truck company to take possession of this vehicle to try to recoup some of the expenses that it occurred for towing it and storing it and all this stuff. People like me bid on them. I win the bid. Hopefully, I get a good deal. I bring the car home. I clean it up. I fix it up. I put it up for sale. I make a profit on it. That's best case scenario. So I'm going to teach you how to do that today. So here we go. Okay, first thing you're going to need is a big old wad of cash. These auctions, they do not deal with debit cards. They don't deal with debit cards. They don't deal with credit cards. They don't deal with gift cards. They don't deal with none of that shit. They deal with cash only. So you're going to need to get you a big old wad of cash. That's the very first thing you need. Next thing you're going to need is some basic tools. Yes, I have a giant tool chest in my living room. That is part of the advantage of being a single man with no wife. All right, I got this right here. A basic socket set will do. Okay, with these cars, it is almost a 95 to 98% guarantee that the battery is going to be dead on these cars because they've been sitting in the impound lot for months. So you're gonna need some basic jumper cables. I brought a metric wrench set. I brought some pliers. I brought a basic socket set. Got some Hell Shake with some kratom in it. Got some sweet tea. We're ready to roll. We're dragging ass a little bit this morning. It's a beautiful day. We're gonna walk in here at a racetrack and get us some coffee. I showed a video of that coffee machine just real quick because I want to come in here and say real quick that I tried to buy one of those machines that does the fresh ground coffee on tap like that, and they are $16,000. So if anybody wants to donate to the funds to buy a $16,000 coffee machine, I'm all with it. Now, here, if you want to know how to do the police seizure auction, here is me pumping gas and filming part of my hand and telling you how that whole process works. Here we go. Anyway, so you might have some questions if you're paying attention and you're inquisitive and you need to know everything about this because you really want to do it. You could say, well, how do you find these police seizure auctions? Okay, in your state, in your county, in your city, there's going to be one or a few tow truck companies that hold the police contract. You need to find out what tow truck companies possess the police contract. The police contract is the police go to these tow truck companies and they ask, do you have the necessary equipment and the staff and the facility to come out anytime we call you? And if they meet those requirements and they can do that job, then they get the police contract. You can't have a little rinky-dink little tow truck organization and possess the police contract. Okay, I have just arrived at the impound lot. There's some steps right here that I'm just going to go ahead and tell you about. I'm in good standing with this police department. I'm in good standing with this record service. So the last thing I'm going to do is walk in their office and shove a camera up in their face. So anyway, you will find the office. You'll walk in there. If you are not in good standings with them like me, you will have to put money down to buy an auction number. Now, with the money you put down to buy an auction number, it ensures that you're not going to go out there and bid on a bunch of shit and then cruise away. Because if you do that, you're going to lose hundreds of dollars. Me, I'm registered with this place. I don't have to put any money down because they know me. I'm on file. We're good friends. We're good buddies, all that stuff. All I got to do is go in there, give them my ID, register for an auction number. So But like I'm saying, if it's your first time, second time doing it, you will have to put $200-300 down to buy an auction number for the day to ensure that you don't bid on shit and then cruise off. So I'm going to walk in the office. I'm going to go ahead and lay my ID down and get my bidding number, and I'll see you out in the yard. Forgot to add that if you don't buy anything like this video is and it's a total bust, you get that money back. Okay, so if you buy nothing, you will get the auction money that you spent to buy an auction number. You get that all back in full. All right, I got my auction number. I'm 253. I got my auction pass. I'm going to go put that wristband on, and then I'm going to enter the property. Let's go check it out. Now, you're going to find vehicles in various states here. It's got these markings on the windows. You need to learn how to decode these markings. There's auction number 225016 PVT. That means that's a private impound. That means that this car was impounded or illegally parked or whatever. This is not the one to bid on, because nobody was driving this when they were pulled over and locked up. This is a private impound. We're going to pass on this one. Okay, this is the marking you want to see. There's a 235684. There's a marking number CCPD. That means this was impounded by Clayton County Police Department. It's got a key, it runs, it pulls. So that means this vehicle was running when they got pulled over and the vehicle was impounded. These are the ones to get. This one right here was impounded by the police. So this is probably somebody that ran from the police and they crashed. So there's another state you'll find them in. This one right here is a private impound. It's got PVT on the window, but this is a 1500 Blazer, 2-door. It's got the wheels on it. This car right here, whether it runs or drives, it says it's got a key, it runs, it pulls. This one right here is worth a lot of money. Everybody's gonna be bidding up high dollars on this. It's missing a window. That window's hard to find, but it's got the 24-inch wheels on it. This is definitely one to have, even though it was a private impound. Here's an odd one. It's a GSXR. Most likely ran from the police, crashed. Now you got your crotch rocket impounded. Here's another one right here. Clayton County Police Department. Probably ran from the police, deployed the airbags. This thing is fucked. There's another one. Jonesboro Police Department. Crashed. That's a private impound. That's a Land Rover right there. Private impound. That thing is a piece of shit. Private impound, no key. Clayton County Police Department, no key. Ran and pulled. They all ran at one time, didn't they? There's another private impound, possible electric issues. They got a bunch of fucking junk here today. Private impound. Got the BMW wagon. That's a pretty cool car. But it's salvage title. It's a private impound. If I had a bunch of money, I'd probably bet on this one, but we're not gambling on this one today. Got a Ford F-150 FX4. Woo, that axle's bent, boy. There's another one, Cadillac, Clayton County Police Department. You smash that one, thing's fucked. Woo, I hate when that happens. Damn. Here's another one, impounded by Clayton County Police Department. Run from the police. South Atlanta, baby. There's another one, Clayton County Police Department. Smash. Now, I saw this auction list, and this trailer right here was the one that I was coming for. It's a dump trailer in good shape. These things are $11,000, $12,000, $13,000. This has a load of gravel in it. It was impounded by the police department, and this was what I came to this auction for, but this thing is fucked. This auction, there's a lot of junk here, a lot of private impounds, a lot of run from the police, a lot of crashes. So I don't know if we're gonna do too good at this auction, because if this trailer right here was right, that would be a really good investment for me, but this thing is fucked. Yeah, there's the other side of it. I don't know if they ran from the police, pulling a trailer and crashed or what, but this thing is fucked. Now this is a private impound right here. If I had a lot of money, I'd gamble on this one because these OBS Sierras and Silverados, I love these trucks. They're actually one of my most favorite things in the world, but we're gonna have to pass on that one. I don't have the money like that right now. Crash Cadillac. There's a lot of junk here today. A lot of private impounds, a lot of crash shit, a lot of Nissans. I generally don't gamble on the Nissans with their CVT transmissions. There's a lot of them in good shape here, but I just don't know. This one looked good on the list right here. This is one that brings some good money, but this one doesn't run and drive. It turns over, and it is a private impound. We got another Clayton County Police. Probably ran from the police. Ooh, they got the pit maneuver on there. That thing is fucked. I always bet on Hondas, but here's another one. It's a private impound. It says it runs and pulls, but it knocks. We ain't gambling on this Honda today. Here's a Subaru brought in by Clayton County Police. It's got that weird ass flat 4 engine. There it is, CCPD Clayton County. Key runs and pulls. I don't normally fuck with Subarus. I don't know how to work on them. I don't know nothing about them. I know these little racer kids, they modify them and fucking blow head gaskets like a motherfucker. So I don't fuck with Subarus. Here's a kid right here. Front bumper's missing. Some shit smashed up. LJPD, I'm guessing that's Lovejoy Police Department. Has a key for an extra $320. Runs and pulls, cracked windshield. Not gonna gamble on it. Woo, that motherfucker right there is bad. Too bad it ain't up for auction. That's somebody's pride and joy right there. Nice square body. Whole big old crowd of people here today.
If you buy a vehicle here today, you have till 3 o'clock to pay for the vehicle. 3 o'clock. Gives you ample amount of time to go home, to the bank, etc., etc. 3 o'clock. If you come here after 3 o'clock, you will be penalized. So please, we beg you, get here before 3 o'clock, okay? We don't want to charge nobody late fees, okay? 3 o'clock. You have till Thursday to pick up the vehicles. Gives you ample amount of time to go home, get your tow trucks, your dollies, whatever the case may be. Tab 16, it runs and pulls. Height here, I got 400 here to 425. 400 here to 425, but a 400 going once. 400 going twice. How about 350? I got 350 here, 375. 350 here, 375, but a 350 going once. 350 going twice. Sold. Number one. I got 12 here. 1175, but he's 12. 1175 going once. 1112 be 1225, sir. 1250, 1275. I got 1325. 1325 to 1350. 1325 going once. 1325 going twice. Sold to you, sir. Number 7. How about 17? How about 18? I got 17, 1725. 1700 be 1725, 17 going once. 17 going twice. 17 sold. 258. 258.
Anyway, that wasn't a good video. That's not a good example of how the police seizure auctions go normally. I've got a certain list of cars that I go for, and I don't really stray too far from that list unless it's something that's really nice and I see the bidding is just going for ridiculous low. I go for Hondas, and I go for Toyotas, and I go for Ford and Chevy trucks, and I go for things like just really popular cars that people like. I like old cop cars, Crown Vics, Mustangs, Camaros. No, those don't come up that often, but everything that was on my list was a private impound or it was smashed to hell. And all the nice stuff was stuff that I normally don't gamble on. So we'll try it another day and make an example of a successful video where we hook some jumper cables to it and it cranks up. We bring it home and sell it. But This auction was a bust. That's it for now.